Greetings and salutations to you all once again. It is me, the Ravenous Spectre, and as you can see, it's a whole new world! A whole new world! A new fantastic world! Anyways, yeah, this is, as you can see, a new area that I have moved into, a new house that I have moved into, and yes, over here is the wondrous gaming center of everything gaming. As you can see back here, at some point I'll do a little bit of a tour once I try to get everything all fixed up because, yeah, I want to get a new shelf because things I got here is like running 2 stacks deep on actually most of these shelves, so you can't see everything. I'd have to actually take a stack out and show the other stack just to show everything that's in there. But at some point, I would definitely end up doing this once everything is all situated because we got some other nerdy stuff over here and some down there, and you can't see everything out of the entire room. So yeah, once everything kind of gets all situated and whatnot, that's when we'll end up doing a game room tour, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. But I've been waiting to do this for a while as well, and it's all well and good. But anyways, this is going to be a little bit of a pickups video, and this pickups video actually has to do with a previous video that I had mentioned previously. I guess, yeah, previously, yeah. It has to do with the fact of the Xbox that I had mentioned that we had gotten all the games that had came with it in that one $60 bundle with the 2 Xboxes, original Xboxes, and the 20 games that came with it. That's the thing that I'm going to talk about today, as well as a few other pickups I got here. Really great deals that I actually had been finding, as a matter of fact, on some of these things. Some of them I had had previously, other ones I have not, but definitely some really good deals. So yeah, going to go ahead and go through those, and we might as well go ahead and get started because we got quite a bit to go through. I'm really not going to say too much about them because I either haven't played them yet or don't know too much about them. So anyways, we'll go ahead and boogie right along. The first one we got here is the Die Hard trilogy on the original PlayStation. I've heard really good things about this. I actually played a demo of it back in the day, and basically it deals with like the first 3 Die Hard games. One of them is like a third-person shooter. The second one is like a driving game, and the third one is like a light gun kind of game. Actually, the controls kind of take some getting used to. The only one that I really could see myself getting farther along in was actually the light gun game, and that's actually using the controller. It's not using the light gun or anything like that. Of course, doing it on a HD TV probably really wouldn't register because you need a CRTV in order for the light gun to be able to register with it. An older one anyways, especially dealing with the original PlayStation. But I was also playing this on PS2 as well, so I don't know if the PS2 light gun would actually register with a PS1 game or what the case may be, not necessarily sure. But yeah, definitely really awesome. Got it for like a few dollars, and I said, you know what? I played a demo of this, so I want to jump back into it and give it a shot. And it's really fun for what time that I had put into it, and also the amount of money, which I think was like $6 or something. The next one I got here is Mortal Kombat 4. People are going to have their pros and their cons to say about this. I honestly really liked it back in the day. I truly did. It was one of my favorite Mortal Kombats as Mortal Kombat was progressing onward into a new console generation, into the PS2, so on and so forth. But I'm definitely glad that I picked this up again because I loved how you could just bring out weapons in mid-combat, knock your opponent's weapons down. I think you can actually pick them up and use them against them or something like that. But the fatalities are really crazy and over the top. So definitely one of my favorite Mortal Kombat. Some people are just like, oh God, it's just so terrible and go into 3D and all this stuff. But you know, it's back in the PlayStation 1 era, and I think it was also on Nintendo 64 as well. I don't know. It may have been on Sega Saturn. I don't really know. I can't get all that stuff in my head at the moment. But definitely a worthwhile entry for sure. The next one I got here was I actually got it from got it from Goodwill for $5, and I was like, I couldn't pass it up. I was like, you know what? For $5, I want to go ahead and give it a shot. And that's Frogger Ancient Shadow. And for what I played of this, it's honestly really cool. It's nice. It's colorful. It's just quirky. It has that classic Frogger style, but it brings it into like a new era of like 3D kind of, well, not 3D so much, but like into the PS2 era, being able to traverse an environment, but still using that classic Frogger control kind of feel. Definitely a really interesting game for sure. The next one I got here is Way of the Samurai 3, and I have heard positive and negative about this. It's pretty much like you play as this lone samurai, but there's like different type of branching story paths or different characters you can react with and different story routes you can take as you go throughout the game. I do want to get the other ones because I've heard some are better than others are. I think like the 4th one, from what I've heard, is probably one of the better ones. And then you got Way of the Samurai 2, which actually I was going to pick up a few days ago, but when I looked at the disc, yeah, it wasn't happening. Or it was Way of the Samurai 1, I think it was. Yeah, Way of the Samurai 1. I haven't. Yeah, it wasn't looking too good, and I said no, I'm not gonna be picking this up. Not with the way that the disc was looking. But I barely have gotten into it, but from what I played so far, it's rather interesting. So definitely want to jump back into that again. The next one I got here is, damn, they're all stuck together because the freaking stickers that was on them. I promise that's what it was. Next one I got here is LA Noire. I had this before, really liked it, played it, beat it. Didn't really traverse the environment as much as I wanted to, knowing it's an open world game. But went ahead and picked it up for $4, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go back through it again because I want to experience it again. I want to see what other type of chaos or whatever I can create in it, you know, running into these older cars and whatnot, just seeing if there might be something different that the game would have to offer. But this was definitely a great game that Rockstar had put out, and it's a shame because I don't think it sold so well, so they didn't talk about making a sequel or anything like that, which is crazy because there's games out there that didn't really sell very well or wasn't very popular or just really shit games, and then developers turn right around and make a sequel, and either it's really great, better than the previous game, or it's just real shit like the previous game. So anyways, yeah, I really do wish there would be a sequel that would be made to this because it was definitely a great game. The next one I got here is Red Faction Guerrilla. I heard a lot of positive things about this, going around and just basically taking your megaton hammer or whatever and just bashing the shit out of buildings. Yeah, there's a story. Yeah, you can traverse an open world environment apparently, but the main thing is just the destruction. Going around and just blasting the shit out of everything you can possibly see. Bashing down buildings, bashing up enemies, bashing up vehicles, bashing just whatever the hell you want to. Yeah, there's guns and whatnot in it, but the main thing that apparently really stands out is just that really huge hammer that you carry around and just make a door out of anything. So definitely a game that I'm looking to get back into again. Played a little bit of it like a couple years ago or something, but never really took the full-fledged chance to really jump back into it. Next one I got here is Hunted, the Demon's Forge. I actually had this before. By the way, I got Red Faction for $4 and also this for $4. So it was actually like GameStop's 3 for 20 deal or something like that, which actually I didn't pay 20. I paid like 19 something, so I actually saved some money. Whatever. But or a few cents, whatever. But yeah, I had actually had this before. I don't know if it was on 360 or PS3. I played it some, and I was like, I'm just not really getting into this right now. And I was like, and that was that point in time where I was like, oh, well, if I don't like it, I'll just trade it in or sell it or something and get some, you know, trading credit or some money or something to be able to use towards it. Of course, I'm out of that phase now. Really out of that phase for the most part. If I'm not selling something to someone or getting a good deal out of some place that's actually going to give me close to the amount that it's actually worth, I'm not fucking with it. So, yeah, but went ahead and picked this up again. I figured I would go ahead and give it a shot once again. It's like a third-person action. I think it's like a action RPG in a ways, but it's like an action hack and slash kind of game too. Heard obviously both positive and negative about it, but I'm actually glad to be able to get back into it again because ooh, split screen co-op play. I wasn't aware of that. I was not aware of that at all. But hey, now I am, which is good. But yeah, definitely looking back to getting into that again. Of course, I'm all about the whole dark fantasy and, you know, RPG kind of stuff or whatever. Okay, what we got here next is actually Little Nightmares. My girlfriend ended up picking this up because she was really excited for it. It had a very Tim Burton feel to it. She's having some difficulty going through certain sections, so she's kind of looking up a walkthrough to go through it. But overall, I think she's enjoying it. She actually got the collector's edition that came with a nice little box. It came with the figure, a soundtrack, a poster. I think that's about all it came with. She has it like scattered amongst the room in different areas, so I'm not going to gather all that together. I didn't even think of that when I was going to do this video. But I want to go ahead and say that she ended up picking up Little Nightmares, and from what I've seen her playing it, she seems like she enjoys it, and I really do like the overall character designs and whatnot. They're really creepy and freaky looking and just awesome looking. This one I got here is a black blank case. And you know why? Because I got it at GameStop and the motherfuckers didn't have the damn slip thing that goes inside of there. And it doesn't have the book either. But I ended up getting a really good deal on it because of the fact that this is Magna Carta 2. Yes, both discs are in there. Sure does seem like it. It's 10 smackadoodly doos. And I'm trying to get everything out here. So yeah, there it is. There, that's the case. Of course, you got to make the case. The game. The second one is in here too. I just need to get a little thingy to put in there. You know, the little slipcase thing. Obviously, I won't have the booklet, but I want to be able to get the little slip thingy that goes inside of there that actually shows what it is, and the whole case is upside down anyways because I don't freaking know what the hell happened with this damn thing. But the thing is, though, is that's like the cheapest that I could actually find it. So I went ahead and said, you know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and have it, you know, even though it's not the original case. And even though if you do find games like that there that don't have the original cases, go ahead and check and ask them and see if they do, because I have actually had luck before where I've asked them if they've had it, and they do, so they just switch out the cases, which is very good. Okay, the next one that we got here, I've heard it was actually really cool, and it was actually kind of short, but for the amount of money that I put into it, I actually think that it's going to be worth it, and that is Sudeki. Sudaki, Diki, whatever, on the original Xbox, and it's like an action-adventure RPG, I believe, and some people have said, oh, at full price, it's not worth like the 20 hours that you put into it. I'm like, 20 hours? Good God, 20 hours seems like it's worth it to me. I played other games that were 20 hours and they were amazing. And a lot of people said they really liked this. I only paid like $8 or something for this. And I was like, well, shit, dude, 20 hours, that's a hell of a deal if you ask me. I don't know anything about it yet, haven't played any of it or nothing like that, but I've heard really good things about it, and going to go ahead and jump on into it. Next one I got here is Warhammer Battle March. Don't really know anything about it. Apparently it's like a strategy kind of game dealing obviously in the Warhammer universe because most of them deal with like strategy. But I want to go ahead and give this a shot because I love the overall heavy metalness of it, you know, and wanted to go ahead and give it a shot and try it out. I think I paid like $6 or something for it, so I said hell with it. Going to go ahead and give it a go because sometimes just seeing footage doesn't really comprehend in ways of like gameplay. Next one I got here is Gauntlet 2. Got it for $5 on the original NES. Always love the Gauntlet games. Have quite a few of the other games as well. So went ahead and ended up picking up Gauntlet 2. They also had the first Gauntlet there for 10. I'm like, why is one 10 and the other one's 5? When apparently I've heard the first one is worse than the second one, being ported over onto the NES. So anyways, whatever. Maybe I'll get the first one again at some point, but definitely glad to go ahead and have Gauntlet 2. That was another game series that me and my dad, God rest his soul, ended up playing quite a bit and that we were really into. So that's another reason why I also ended up picking that up because it really is a good remembrance of him as well. And also it's a good multiplayer time also. Let's see. The next one that I got here is actually one of the girlfriends. Actually is definitely one of mine too, and because I haven't had a chance to really play it yet because I do like the Lego games, but it really depends on what type of Lego games they are. And that is Pirates of the Caribbean game. She's really liking it. She actually played through it and she thought she already had beaten it, but she realized she only went through the first movie. She didn't go through the next movie. So she wasn't sure if it was just like the first movie that was in there, but it was actually, I guess, like the first 3 or something like that. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to giving this one a shot myself. But the main ones that I've really played, it has just pretty much been The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and that's pretty much been it. I want to play the Indiana Jones ones as well, and going to give the Pirates of the Caribbean one a shot also. She also ended up picking up the first year, not the first year, but like the first, what, 3 or 4 years of Harry Potter on PS3. I don't have that one here right now. It's over on the shelf. I just remember that. So she ended up getting the Harry Potter ones as well because she's a big Harry Potter fan. She ended up picking that up, and she hasn't had a chance to play it just yet because she's trying to get through this one and Little Nightmares and playing through Shadow of Mordor too. So she's got like a lot on her plate that she's contending with when it's dealing with games. The next one that we're going to show here is Infinite Undiscovery. I had this once before when I had a 360 before it red ringed and died. Really did like it. Really interesting action RPG, and looking forward to jumping back into it again. The next one here is the first Saints Row on the original 360. From what I've played so far, it's pretty interesting. I really love just getting in vehicles and just running people over and watching them ragdoll all over the place. But I haven't really had a chance to play through it enough to the point to decide whether or not I really do like it. Because obviously the Saints Row series has blown up. It's really just gotten really big and gotten better with each iteration. Don't know what's going to happen with the series next, but because I guess like the next one that this company is making is called Aegis of Mayhem, I think it's called. And it looks pretty interesting, so I definitely want to check that one out. But going to get back into playing that one again at some point. Next one we got here is another one that I got at Goodwill, which, brand new by the way. Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, $5. I said, you know what, the hell with it. I'll go ahead and give it a shot. Never had a chance to play it or got into it. Seen some footage. I was like, you know what, I really don't know how I feel about it. And hey, y'all want to see a little doggy? This is Loki. In case anybody was wondering what that was at my feet, this is little Loki. He He's just so precious. He's a big baby. I tell you what, he is like a child. He's a huge, huge baby. I love you, Loki. Anyways, enough of cutesy time. We'll get back to the games. Come on, get on down, baby, you big old hood. You big old wiener dog. Anyways, but yeah, this is a very interesting game from what I played so far. It's kind of funny how, and Loki's crawling up on my leg right now. I love you too. This is a... I've only played very little of it, but obviously I picked the Mortal Kombat universe to play as first because I prefer Mortal Kombat over DC. But yeah, looking forward to trying that one out again and trying some multiplayer and so on and so forth. The next one that we got here is Risen on the 360. There's pros and cons about this. A lot of people like it. Some people do. Some people don't. It is a excuse me. It is an action RPG, open world RPG. There's been pros and negatives about it. I'm hoping when they actually come out with one that's worth a damn, they'll really fix all the bugs and whatnot that's in it. But got this one for $4 as well. I haven't really had too much of a chance to play too much of it, but you know what? What the hell? I was like, $4, you can't go wrong with it. Might as well go ahead and give it a shot. I don't know if I've talked about this one before, but if I'm not, I'm talking about it now. And that's just Project Slipfeed. Slipfeed, syphilis, PPED, syphilitis, whatever. Slipfeed. Whatever. It's basically like a space combat kind of game. Heard pros and cons about this. From what I've heard, it's mostly pros that have come from friends of mine that have played it and really didn't like it. From what I played so far, it seems like it's pretty interesting as well. Looking forward to getting back into it again. It's really colorful, too. Really just blasting the shit out of everything, and it's just amazing. I don't know if I talked about this before. Maybe I did. Soul Calibur 4. Y'all know about the Soul Calibur series. Fighting game. This one has Yoda in it. The PS3 version has Darth Vader in it. I thought I might have talked about this one before. I'm not necessarily sure. Maybe I did. I just didn't look back through my other videos because I'm a dumbass. But yeah, this is a really looking forward to see what they might come up with next in the series if they ever do, because they have Soul Calibur 5 that's out too, obviously. So definitely wanting to jump on into that one. I don't think I have I think I do have the 5th one. I think I might have mentioned it before. See, that's just it. I just get good deals and I start collecting some and I just forget. You know, I'm just like, oh my God, have I talked about this one or this one? I just need to make a stack of ones that I haven't talked about or discussed or showed off to the side. I don't know why I'm coughing. I'm dying. Just set them off to the side and be able to show them as time goes on, so I don't lose track of things. But anyways, the next one that we got here is one of the games. Now, this is a stack that came with the 20 games. The 20 games in the thingy, the Xbox bundle thingy. Let me see if this is all of them. Yeah, I believe so. But it's not actually 20. I don't think it is. Let's see. 6. No, it's not, because actually 3 or 4 of them have been like skipping and like the discs don't look really good on them. They look like crap. Yeah, we were like, yeah, we don't really know what to think of these. We might be able to see if we can get them resurfaced or something, see if we can do something with that. If not, we'll just have to trash them. But everything else that has been tested so far seems to be working. But the first one that came with it was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Sequence. It's like Harry Potter and fashion advice. I'm not going to play this, but my girlfriend will because she's a big Harry Potter fan, but this came with the bundle. The next one here is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X. I don't give a shit about skating, but it came with it, so what the hell? May end up selling it. Next one we got here is Project Gotham Racing. Not really a big racing fan, but have heard good things about this series, so I'll go ahead and give that one a looky-see. Next one we got here is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Don't really care much about movie tie-in games, so I might try it out and then maybe toss it to the side or whatever. Next one we got here is a good one. It's Fable. Yes, indeed. Great game. Played a little bit of it. Really did like it. Some of these seem like they're all complete, or at least most of them are. But yeah, definitely looking back to trying to give this one more of a shot because I didn't really play too much of it in the past, and looking forward to go back into it. I thought about getting the Anniversary Edition, but from what I've heard, there's not too much of a difference, and yeah, I'm not paying $24 for something that came out. Actually, I think it came out on 360. The Anniversary Edition came out on 360, yeah. It's like $24 or $30 now. No. Not happening. I'll just stick with the original one. Next one we got here is Dark Watch. From what I played, pretty cool game. I have it on the PS3 and PS2, and this ended up coming in with a bundle too, so got another copy of that. Game that I've really been wanting to play, Elder Scrolls 4. Oh God, Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. Really been wanting to play this. Give it a really big go and see what I saw like and all that. Heard good things about it, bad things about it. Heard like if you go and you attack an enemy, it's like a dice throw. You could be hacking like crazy and then not have any damage or anything happen. I guess it depends on how you level yourself up, which I think is stupid. Another thing that sucks is there's no fast travel, which sucks. There's no let's see, what else was there? Something else. I forgot what it was that I was thinking of. Quest markers, I believe. You kind of just have to go on your instinct and read things and try to figure out how to get certain play. I don't know. I'll just see how things have to go for me. Maybe I'll just run out and explore stuff, or whatever happens, happens. You know, that kind of thing. Probably, maybe on PC, maybe they already have those. They probably have quest markers and fast travel and stuff like that, so I'm not necessarily sure. But yeah, so that came with a bundle, so looking forward to giving that one a shot. Next one we got here is Genma Onimusha. Genma, Ginma, I don't know. Onimusha. Have this on PS2, but I've heard that this one is actually much better. And there's been a few different changes in this, not too much, but a few different ones. And it's actually more of the definitive version of the original Onimusha. Next one we got here is Street Racing Syndicate. On here, I have no freaking clue what this is. It's some racing game. I'll see what it is. I don't like it. I'll sell it or do something with it. Use it as a dream coaster. I don't know. Next one we got here is Unreal Tournament 2, The Awakening. Haven't played this. Heard a lot about it. Seen a lot about it. Haven't really given it a shot, but I'll give it a shot myself and see how it goes for me. Next one here is Unreal Championship. Same thing goes with Unreal 2. Heard good things. Tried it out. I mean, I haven't tried it out. I want to try it out. But yeah. Gonna see what how that all plays out for me. And Soul Calibur 2 on the original Xbox. Got it right here. This is the one that actually has Spawn in it. Of course, the Nintendo version had Link in it, and the PS2 version had Heihachi Mimishima, or whatever his name is. Heihachi, obviously. That's the name he goes by. And Tekken, he's in the PS2 version. And yeah, so looking forward to, because I played this like crazy back in college with friends of mine. Good God Almighty, we kicked each other's asses all the time. And that and Smash Brothers on the GameCube. Oh my God, those are like two of the main games that we really played. Besides other games we played, but those are like the main two we really just dived into. Next one we got here is Brute Force. Seen stuff on it, haven't played it. I think it's like a third-person shooter action game. Don't really know too much about it, so gonna give that a shot when the time rolls in. And the very last one that we got here is Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I think I actually had this on PS3. As a matter of fact, PS2. Something, I don't know. If it's what I'm thinking that it is, which it doesn't look like it is, I don't know what the hell this is about. There's some Ghost Recon game where you can like stealth in, and it can be like third person, and you like take enemies out. Well, I don't know what the hell this one is about. But I'll give it a shot and see what it's like. If I like it, okay. If not, well, I'll just use it as a Frisbee. But anyways, yeah, that is all that there is for the pickups for now. So yeah, I'm going to have to take some time to dive into these and see what they're all about, see what sticks with me, what doesn't stick with me, what I'll keep, what I'll sell, what I want to play at that point in time, what I won't want to play at that point in time, and yeah. So anyways, I will go ahead and I will end this like I always do. Later, taters. Where's the damn button? There it is.